Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about this radio, and this is Yaesu FTM 150. This radio has 50 watt maximum transmission power, around 50 watts. Detachable front panel. You can detach this front panel and plug, install in the car, in your shack. This radio also has two speakers. One speaker in the main unit, the second speaker in the front panel. You can connect the microphone to the front panel and to the main unit, and it's really nice functionality. I had before the FTM 6000. That radio has only connection the microphone to the main unit. In this case, it's much better and convenient way to use this radio. Also, this radio has dual band receiver, crossband repeater. Let's test this radio. The radio came in this box. Inside the box we can find the user manual in Chinese version. The radio itself. Inside the box we can find the microphone, cable, holder, and additional stuff. On the front panel, several knobs, two knobs for adjusting the frequency and functionality, volume knob and SQL knob. You can press and rotate them. Functionality buttons on top of the front panel. The front panel is detachable. You can detach and place it on the front panel of the car, maybe something else. This radio you can connect the microphone into this port on the front panel or into this port on the main unit. This radio has two speakers. The first speaker in the main unit. The second speaker is right here. Right here you can see the antenna port, the fan and external speaker, and data connection port and power supply connection. I like this holder. Just and connect the microphone. The radio easy to use. To turn on the radio, just push this button. The radio is loading right now. Is in usual mode, not X mode. On top of the radio you can see the functionality buttons. The first one enables the ISP function. This function reduces the noise. Airband reception. Without ISP function you can hear some noises, but if we turn on the ISP function, the signal is clear.
Takeoff and landing area. Wind to 10 degrees square meters per second.
This button changes the band. This radio works from 108 MHz in AM mode to 137 MHz in AM mode. The next in FM mode. In AM mode there is no transmission, only reception. In FM mode from 137 you can transmit. Let's change the power to low power. The next frequency 174 MHz. You can transmit up to 174 in VHF mode, but after 174 takes prohibit. The next band. Let's select this band, TX prohibit, 350 maybe, no, prohibit. Only in RX mode from 137 to 550. When we can transmit, I think 400, yeah, 100, below 400, TX prohibit. From 400 to 480. Yeah. After 480, TX prohibit, but reception is enabled. Top of band 550 in reception mode, but TX is prohibited.
Testing, audio, Yaesu FTM, 150, audio, testing.
When you enable the scope, long press the scope button, you can see the signals, but currently I'm in the forest and don't see any signals. Let's change the bands. For disable the scope, long press PMG functionality, long press PMG2, exit. Memory function, VFO mode or memory mode. Long press allows to add some frequency to the memory. The back button allows to exit from this menu. Short press this button, functionality button, allows us to go to the short menu. The same. Back. Long press, you enter into the main menu. The first one is keep out, LCD dimmer, mid, off, max. Let's select mid, back, LCD contrast, long press, LCD contrast, enter this. You can change the contrast, band scope, this meter symbol, enter full size. This one much better. Backlight color, enter white, orange. I think the orange much better. TX power, mid gain, max, high, normal. Let's select max, back, Vox, auto dialer, TOAT, 3 minutes. FM bandwidth, white, RX mode, subband, we can disable the subband, off and back, and go back and see the huge digits on the screen. That's really nice functionality. Let's go back, subband, enter, enable, back and back. Let's check the transmission power of this radio. 2 meters band, low power, around 5 watts. Mid power, 24 watts. High power, 56 watts. 70 centimeters band, low power 3 watts, mid power 17 watts, and high power 37 watts. Home channel, you can select the home channel, memory list mode, PMG, beep, band skip, repeater shift, reverse, make program key. Make program key, you can program these buttons P1, P2, P3, P4. For one, I selected the SQL home channel for P2, for P3 the scan mode, and changing the TX power for P4. Step, let's change the steps. 50, 100, auto 5 kHz, 6.25, 10, 12.5, 15, 20, 25, 50, 100. Let's select the 25. Clock type, APO, rear speaker out, front speaker mute, DTMF, SQL type, SQL expansion, pager code, per frequency, bell ringer, weather alert, scan, dual receive mode, dual RX interval, priority, scan resume, data band, data speed, backup. You can install the SD card and make a backup. SD information. Currently I don't have SD in this socket. SD format, Bluetooth, but currently this radio in my version doesn't have the Bluetooth. Pressing this button, do nothing. Voice memory, voice record, track select, stop, clear, voice guide, this other this, software version this one, back, memory channel reset, factory reset. Let's check the transmission during the airband reception. On A band, on the B band we can transmit, but the reception is disappearing. Let's change 1 or 5 4 0 0 and right here 1 2 0 8 0 and try to transmit. Yeah, it works. Let's check the 70 centimeters band, but in this case we can transmit and have some reception on VHF band. Let's change between two bands. The same, all works perfectly. Actually you can steer the radio using the microphone, this button, change the VFO mode or home mode, this one, the bands. When you press the A button, you select this one, press B, you select this one. You can switch between them using these two buttons. The scope is, in my case, enables pressing button D. You can see the scope, exit the same button. P4, the changing the transmission power. 3 button, the scan mode, P2 home frequency, and P1 open the squelch. In case of crossband repeater, you should turn off the radio, hold 2 buttons PMG and F before you should select the frequencies. Holding these 2 buttons, turn on the radio, and you can see X repeater, and X repeater is working. You can use the handheld radio, transmit on the 70 centimeters band, and this radio will be transmitting on the 2 meters band. It works. Just open this cover. You can see the 8 ohm 3 watts on the speaker. Inside the radio you can see the filters, additional board. I don't know what is this. If someone knows what is this, please leave a comment. A lot of tiny components on the board. Currently I'm trying to show this side of the board. Maybe in the future I will unscrew these bolts and try to show what is on the opposite side of this board on us. But currently I don't want to do this. What is the chip? I thought this earlier, but no, that's not. Okay. Finally, I want to say this radio is awesome. It's really nice and tough device with maximum transmission power around 50 watts, X-band repeater, dual band receive. You can transmit on VHF and receive UHF at the same time. Airband reception, detachable front panel. That's really nice radio. Leave a comment. See you next time.